Festus Keyamo mocks Labour Party and PDP. Let's discuss this and a few others. Hello, welcome to my channel, Kojesyan's Media. How are you doing today? I am Ernest Adebayo Okoje. If you are true with this video, please click on the thumb up to give this video some form of relevance on YouTube. And if this is your first time of visiting our channel, please click on the subscribe button and hit on the notification bell so you get regular updates from us. Please stay tuned, don't go away. Now, wow, this election is beginning to make us see all sides of different people. Festus Keyamo, a senior advocate of Nigeria, has now become a clown on social media. We see him clowning the Labour Party and PDP, and this is very interesting because Festus Keyamo, although has never really been in the opposition because he was not really into politics, but when Buhari would come, they made him the campaign chairman of the presidential campaign organization of Buhari, and then of course he was compensated with a ministerial slot, and of course you'd always serve your master. So of course Buhari is going out, but Tinubu becomes a new master, and so he needs some form of relevance. And you see him even challenging Atiku, saying that if Tinubu does not allow him challenge Atiku, he will probably resign from the campaign team and continue in the court. But as soon as he made that comment on TV, we didn't see any action from him. So either good sense has prevailed or he has been warned, and now he was seemed to have posted something of recent that got my attention. He said, "This is the first time in my entire life that I am seeing people who came second and third in an exam both claiming they took first and then agreeing to protest together to the examiner to record that both of them took first, yet they are not seeing the contradiction in their action." Of course, what he's trying to say is that two losers are coming together to claim first. So even if they go to the courts now and they both claim they are the winners, two parties cannot be the winners. So in the end, there is inherent contradiction. That's what he's saying. He's making it look like PDP and Labour Party are teaming up, but that's not the situation. PDP is taking IReV to court, and then Labour Party is taking IReV to court. They are not working together. Of course, they are both they've both been declared as the losers. So Labour Party thinks it has a case, and then PDP thinks it has a case. So if PDP wins, it's for PDP, and if Labour Party wins, it's for Labour Party. So they are not going together. He's just trying to come and ridicule the whole process, and he's a lawyer. So if he doesn't believe in the people's rights to actually challenge things like this in court, then it leaves it makes me wonder what kind of a lawyer he is, because we know that this same man took Obasanjo to court during Obasanjo's time, and it's even good to be usually things like this happen. It's good to be on the fence. Look at Desmond Eliot in Lagos now during the EndSARS. He came out and was saying all sorts of nonsense. Now people don't forget, everybody is calling for his head and saying that he should not be voted for. He's now coming to prostrate to the Surulere people, coming to apologize to Nigerians that he was not referring to everybody as youth talking nonsense and all of that. That's why it would have been better if he had just kept his mouth shut at that time. And he was even, I personally saw him on TV that time, where he said that he's proud to be a product of a godfather, So he is saying that he's proud to be a product, as a representative, being a product of Tinubu. So what is it that he's saying that godfatherism is allowed so long as it produces someone like him? And now people are rejecting godfatherism, so it's going to be a victim of such. He's now coming out to beg. So what I would just advise someone like Festus Keyamo is just to keep his mouth shut, because we've always known him as a person like we knew Oshomole, people who come to fight for the masses, but now because they've tasted power, they are probably getting something there. It has made them to become blind to the yearnings and aspirations of the common Nigeria. And history never forgets. On what side of history would he want to be remembered? So let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. It's also ironic that in President-elect Tinubu's acceptance of certificate of return, speech, he said that I know many did not vote for me. It's ironic that just about less than 10% or 4% of the total population voted for the winner of an election. That shows that to a very large extent, people had some form of political apathy, towards the election. Probably people didn't even believe in what the outcome would be.
I know many did not vote for me, and you are disappointed that your candidate is not where I stand now.
And so it's a terrible thing, because that's what international organizations are saying, that for you to be the president of a country and you got less than, I think, is it 4% or 10% of the the votes that came is 10% of about the entire population of the country. It shows that a lot of persons like you are rejected by about 90% or so. There's a way the analysis went. I don't think I really have it here, but what that says is that it's an unfortunate thing that who is coming as a president is not getting that kind of massive support. That's what the international organization is saying. Also, his body language shows that to me, I've always seen Tinubu as somebody who has a tendency of a dictator to some extent. He doubles down on his talk. He talks at people. Even his I don't know if I would refer to him as his boss Buhari, where he came out and ridiculed Buhari that Buhari lost the election 4 times. He was crying and he brought him to power and all of that. And then he was referring to a whole state governor of Ogun State. You say Eleyi, that's this one. And then he talks down and said to even mention Obi's name will be an insult to his own personality. So he has kind of tendency to always want to act like that. But for this his acceptance speech, I'm sure people told him to tone down a bit. So even in his toning down, his character still manifested, where he said that I know many people want to be in my position, and then he rolled his shoulder, which shows that he's actually trying to mock the people who lost in the election. And for him to have a better form of legitimacy in the international organization, he should try to bring them together. Though he said it that he would try to work with them, that's Peter Obi and Atiku. He would see them and all of that. But I know, of course, if they are not cooperating in terms of going to court, he's going to give it to them hot. And we know the kind of person that is. He's never the type that would back down. He will definitely double down on the matter. But let's see what happens in the courts, and then let's see how he handles the whole pressure. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. All right, on a lighter note now, there's this tweet where someone said to keep PDP out of government, the APC needed an alliance of ACN, CPC, and NPDP. That's the faction of PDP that was against the main PDP. And they defeated PDP despite PDP's rigging strategy. That was when Buhari was coming to power for the contesting for the 4th time. He aligned with Tinubu and the other disgruntled members of PDP like Atiku and Seraki and Dino Melaye, and they won. So that's what this person is making reference to in his post in the election in 2015. But he now said 8 years later, PDP wanted to get APC out of government. And what did PDP do? And to do that, they divided themselves into NMPP, Labour Party, G5, that's the Wike-led and G5, and then PDP. That result is not surprising. So what is the result? That Atiku lost, of course. So it got my attention when I saw it, and I really laughed, because the moment Atiku bribed his way or bought his way to the in the primaries to become the candidate of the party, I knew there was going to be disaster for the party, because you would have allowed free and fair election. Who knows, maybe Peter Obi would have won. Who knows, maybe Wike would have won. And of course, the 28 governors agreed that power will come to the south. So the moment he sabotaged that effort, I knew there was going to be a problem for him. So it comes as no surprise, like this guy has said, that he lost to a Yoruba man, Tinubu, though the Fulanis ordinarily should have more population than if you are putting it in block of north, east, and west. He still lost because a lot of northerners sympathize with the south, that yes, it's time for power to go back to them. And if you check the history of Nigeria since 1960, the north has ruled far more than any other region. Even combined, the north has ruled more than the south you know, and nearly double, if not even double. And so many of them saw this, people like El-Rufai and the like, and they threw their weight behind a southern candidate, and Tinubu was lucky to be the person, and he won. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section also. Yeah, finally, let's look at this report. Though it's a little bit old, on the Punch newspaper. The headline reads, Atiku Obi refused to concede defeat, begin legal battle. Now, in case you do not know, they are actually contesting the process that led to the emergence of Tinubu as the president-elect, you know, by INEC. There were a lot of holes in the election process. Number one, there's the BVAS and there's the IReV. The BVAS is the one that actually authenticates or is used to actually verify that the person who is on that card is actually registered and is the rightful person. And then the IReV is what is used to transmit the result electronically, and is in the Electoral Act that result must be transmitted electronically. So what it simply means is that at the end of the voting at a polling unit, and the vote is counted and every agent has the sheet, the copy of it will be transmitted through the IReV to the National Collation Center. But what we have in some centers is that these things were manually taken there, and it's in taking them manually that you see sometimes the TPEX and alter result and manipulate result and change result and destroy ballot papers. And so that is why Atiku and Obi are taking INEC to court. And we've had things like this in the past, and Oshomole is a beneficiary of the process. So Oshomole shouldn't ridicule people who are taking people to court. If the fact that Jonathan allowed a peaceful transition of power without contesting without contesting the result of the election, Jonathan is the only person in recent time who has considered defeat without actually contesting the outcome of the election. Even Buhari, in the 3 times he lost, he took, you know, Obasanjo and INEC, you know, to court all those times. So it's a normal thing. And in this case here now, that's why they are doing what they are doing. So I won't be surprised. But of course, like I always say in my channel, no presidential result has ever been no loser of a presidential election has ever won the case in the court. But it's a terrible thing when INEC begins to allow the court be the decider of the winners of election rather than the electorate. What are we voting for? But let's see what happens in the end. So with this, I've come to the end of today's video. I remain your boy, Ernest Adebayo Okoje. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. See you next time.